Well, we're 15 minutes down the road from Milton Keynes. I've come to visit one of the oldest trainers in the country. Reggie Allder is almost 80 years old. And after being in the sport since he was 18 years old, after over 60 years, he now has the most exciting dog he's ever had in his kennel.
I am very excited. Well, we've got probably a couple of good dogs here, you know what I mean, that might go places with us and enjoy it.
Let's start by talking about Tommy's boss, because I was on Racing Post TV early February and his win took my breath away, and from there he's gone from strength to strength.
Yes, he's the sort of dog that you probably dream of, in the sense of, like, you can see how he's learning, how he's wanting to do it. It's everything in his favour to go forward.
He's a good boy, look at that, look. He's a good boy. He's a good boy, Thomas. Yeah? Good boy, Tom. Oh, yeah, good boy, yeah, you know, he feeds you, yes.
He's changed a lot since he came into your kennels, is that fair to say?
Yeah, he really has, yeah. He was a little bit underweight when he came. He was 32.5, he's now 36.6. So yeah, he was a little bit underweight, but that's how it is, that's how you work on a dog like that, yeah, you know. But I am pleased for him, yeah, in that sense, you know, and for the owner as well, I'm pleased for them.
At the time of recording this, he's actually won 4 in a row. And he's getting better, you can see. What do you think of his style of running? He seems to have a nice bit of all-round pace.
He does, yes. I mean, obviously he's still got to learn to come away from the boxes, which don't come up, you know, overnight. You've got to keep persevering with that. But his style of running is absolutely superb, you know, but still running. Obviously his last race, he took a really little bit of a bump, but it didn't bother him. He slid off of it and went to the front, which I really admired the dog for doing, because a lot of dogs would sort of check up and not want to get going again that quick like him, you know.
That was a maiden open that he won, and actually you've got really high hopes for him now. His first competition is likely to be the Derby, all being well.
If everything runs right, in the sense and he keeps sound, the answer would be yes, yeah, which is something at my age I've dreamed of. So, you know, everybody dreams of that, of being in the Derby. Even if you don't get that far, it's nice to be able to put a dog into the competition.
Well, I'm very happy, very glad, you know, so hope for the best, you know, if you can stay sound and then you can enjoy a bit of fun.
Excited to potentially have a Derby runner?
Well, I hope so. Keep fingers crossed, you never know, hopefully.
You've also got Your Kidding, who we've seen today, who is an August 20 dog. Really friendly, lovely character.
Oh yes, he's a lovely dog. He's turned himself round, you know, from before. John Mullins had him, and John said he is a good dog, Reg. He is a good dog. And I've got to be honest, he's done a very good time round Towcester, 29, 47, 49, something in that region. So basically, yeah, he's coming forward too, you know.
And one that has had more racing than Tommy's boss, but you do still think coming forward, could that be another Derby dog for you?
Could be, yes, it could be, and I think it will be, yes, to enter in, yeah.
Well, he's a decent dog as well, you know, we're trying our best. Reggie's working hard on him, and, you know, he's improving, so hopefully, touch wood, we'll get a couple in there.
He absolutely thinks the world of you.
Yeah, he does, yeah. I'll come see him regular, a couple of times a week, and, you know, he's a happy dog, and we're excited a bit, you know, see how things go.
You've got a bitch here who has, I think it's fair to say, stolen your heart, Hatha Georgia, because at the grand old age of 79, she could well be the first one making it into your house.
She could be, yeah, and she probably will be, you know. She's a sort of a dog that I would never, ever think of rehoming. It's mine, and that's it. It's been mine from word go, you know, that one, yeah.
She's a July 2018. You've put her up today as a dog to follow. Why do you think she could win a few races?
It's just because I love her so much. Yeah, I love her so much. Yeah, that bitch. Yeah, she's a. But as I say, at the end of the day, she has had that little injury to her foot. I'm going to see what she's like in another month, and I would like to go back and finish her career with her, because she hasn't had many races. You know, she's so like. We'll see what happens anyway on that, you know.
You've got another one as well, Ross Island, who you've just stepped up. She's an April 20, but she's just started racing over the 712 metres.
Yeah, she is a six-bend bitch. You know, the 500, it's quite a lot for her. She's got a hell of a lot of pace, finish pace. And she, as I say, you know, she is a six-bend bitch. And we're stepping her up to six bends now, because it's a bit unfair not running over the right distance, you know what I mean, for a dog.
And she went well in her first 712. She finished second. She was 9-1 that day.
Yeah, she was, yeah. And I mean, I think if there was a bit of trouble in the race going round to where the pickup is, and she did have a weenie. She was in third place there, and she did have a little bit of a check with it, and then she had to come find 10 lengths to pick up the sixth dog and got beat a short head. So that's not a bad bit of running, you know what I mean, in that sense. But yeah, she is a nice little bitch, yeah.
However long you've got left training, do you think about what you want to achieve?
I just, not really. When I say that, as long as I'm happy, and as long as I'm enjoying it, which keeps me going, and this, that, and the other, that's all I want to do, you know. But I would have liked to achieve to win the Derby. We know that anybody would, you know. You wouldn't be mad not to say no. But we'll see what happens.
A runner would be nice.
A runner would be nice. Yeah. A runner would be nice. Yeah. They really are very, very understanding dogs. He's a good boy. Shall we go to bed now, or do you want to go on the bike?
Well, Reggie, it's been an experience coming here today, which I kind of never thought I'd say. I thought I'd been to enough kennels, seen it all, but it's been fantastic. And, well, are you one of the oldest trainers in the country, do you think, at nearly 80?
Yeah, I possibly am. I do know, like, there's a couple about, probably a little bit older, like Bob Lidlington. He's a little bit older than me. Bob comes up here sometimes. I'm trying to break the record, yeah. I'm trying to break the record of being the oldest, yeah.
What I didn't expect was to get here and for there to be a kennel hand who, by the time this goes out, is actually older than you.
Yes, he is older than me.
He's going to be 81.
Yeah, 82, I think he is.
82?
Yeah. 81, 82, yeah. But then it's like the old story. Sometimes there's a good tune played in an old fiddle, isn't there?
What does that do?
That pushes their back in if they're out.
Well, how you handle the dogs certainly doesn't show your age. Tell me how you like things done with greyhounds.
I like them to have the best of everything. I like them to have what I would want, or, you know, like, why give them the wrong stuff and rubbish? Because, you know, that ain't the right way to do it in my mind, you know. So, like, you know, I'll try and get the best out of them by giving them the best. I like to make sure that, you know, they've all got equal.
And you also give them your life. You're out here till
yeah.
late every day. What time do you come out at night?
I'll come out of here by 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock at night some nights, yeah. But then I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it and I didn't think much of them, I wouldn't do it, would I? I mean, in the sense of, like, they look forward for me coming up, and I look forward to them.
You've been in it since you were 18. That's a long time,
yeah,
60 years or something.
Yeah.
How do you enjoy it? How's it changed over the years?
Over the years, it's changed where years ago it used to be just sort of like flapping tracks, a lot of them, and they were lovely. You met everybody was talked to you, and everything was quite beautiful in them days. But now it's all changed because there's so many races per week, so many races going on, that people having it hard to sort of like meet everybody properly, this, that and there, rush. So basically, it has all changed now, you know.
For you, it's very much a hobby, and
It is a hobby,
your career is actually fish and chip shops, which
Yeah,
you'd never
well,
guess because you're a very slim man.
Yeah, I did. Well, you see, in the fish and chip shop, once again, you started in the morning and you didn't finish till late at night. And this idea of what I do with the greyhounds it suits me because that's how my life was, and this is how it's carried on. You know, I mean, I enjoy it, and that's it. You know.
It is very much a hobby for you now. One man and his 7 dogs, but that means that they not just get the best of everything, but they get your attention as well. Every dog gets groomed every day, for example.
Yeah, they do. Well, I can cope with that in that sense of like doing the 7 dogs, you know, like getting them ready, doing this, whatever you got to do. I can cope with that, you know, there's no problem. You know, I mean, if I want to take them for a gallop, I can. Or if I want to, whatever. I mean, it's quite lovely. You know what I mean?
You'll ultrasound twice a day if need be.
Need to be. Ultrasound, darling. Yeah.
You mentioned the gallop. I wasn't expecting that today because for a man who does this for a hobby, that's a really nice facility you've got at this kennel.
Oh yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It is a nice facility. You don't have to gallop them every day. I mean, there's no need to. I mean, like they go on the walking machine, or you can walk them around the fields. If you want to give them the full gallop, that's fine. But they don't need that every day. Otherwise, you'll end up with more injuries than enough. You know, you know. So,
in terms of needs as such, what do greyhounds need as a breed?
I think they need to be looked after, given love and attention, yeah. I just think that, you know, the greyhounds, it's a bit awkward to explain from my point of view, but they just need that attention all the time. You know what I mean? You know, they just need it all the time. You know, and you'll bring out the best with them if you're giving them their greyhounds. I mean, some people can find the time, some people can't, obviously. It depends, you know. Feet forward and back. That's it. Good boy. Good boy.
It's been a pleasure being here today, but I wondered, are you aware that you speak to them non-stop?
I do. Yeah, I've always done that, and I won't stop that. Yeah, they listen to me and all non-stop. And all, I can tell my dog to go and stand on the weighing machine, and he'll go there, or things like that. I know it's silly, but they do understand you. I mean, I do believe a greyhound knows more than what we think. You know, I honestly do. I'm sorry, but that's me.
Well, it's been a pleasure to see, and thank you very much for having us here today.
Thank you very much, Julie. Thank you.